Hello, Christ Church. Here with Matt Boffey. As some of you heard this last Sunday, Matt is our summer intern for this summer. And as if you've been at Christ Church for a while, you know that we've had a series of interns during the summer. John Neville and Craig Harris, who have been our church planting residents these past 2 years, were both interns in the summer before they became residents. And this internship program is something we've been really involved in with the church planting network. And the main strategy that our church planting network has for planting churches like Christ Church all over Washington State and the Pacific Northwest is to connect with young men who hope to be pastors, hope to plant churches, and give them some experience in a church context and preach some of their first sermons and to lead the liturgy and share in the ministry. And so we're really excited to have Matt with us this summer. So I just want to introduce him to you all, ask him a few questions. So Matt, first question, tell us where you're from and where did you go to seminary?
Yeah, I grew up in Skagit Valley, so just south of here. So I'm a Pacific Northwestern, born and raised. And then I went away to Chicago for school for about 9 years. I went to Moody Bible Institute for undergrad and then Trinity Evangelical Divinity School, which we called TEDS for short, for obvious reasons. And I graduated in 2015, and I just moved back to Bellingham just a little less than 3 years ago. Yeah, so I've been part of Christ Church actually since in some sense before I even moved back. I was scoping out churches, and I saw Christ Church, and I visited once while I was here, like before I had moved back. And so I've been coming to Christ Church since I moved back in October 2017, and pretty quickly got involved with the youth ministry. I can't remember if you came to me or if I came to you, or somehow Dustin also got in the mix. And anyway, Dustin and I got teamed up to run the youth ministry together. So I've been pretty active in that. And then with the music ministry as well, and just building a friendship with Nate and some of the other pastors and of course people in the church. So loved being part of Christ Church the last few years, and really excited about being an intern this summer and just kind of getting in there even more.
Great. And help us to get to know you a little bit. What are some things that you love to do? Tell us little bit about who's Matt.
Yeah, you bet. So let's see, trail running is a big one that comes to mind, or just running generally. It's something I got into the last few years, and I love being back in Bellingham because of all the trails that we have. So I love trail running, really love songwriting. It's been a hobby of mine for a little over a decade, and really love doing that. And then I love hosting people. Like I love hosting game nights or, like pancake brunches or soup nights in the fall, or just anything. I like to gather people as much as I can. So I'd say between running, songwriting, and hosting, that pretty well makes up my hobbies, and reading.
Great. And lastly, just tell us, what are you going to be doing this summer, helping us out here at Christ Church?
Yeah. So this summer I will be, in some ways, temporarily filling Craig's shoes, not all the way, but just some of what Craig was doing, leading liturgy. So I'll be putting together our liturgy pretty much every week and selecting music, and we might record another batch of songs sometime this summer. So that's a large part of what I'll be doing. I get to preach a couple times. Actually, this coming Sunday, I recorded it this morning. So the sermon this Sunday will be one of mine, and then later on as well. I'm also involved in the cohorts. So there's other interns in the Pacific Northwest this summer, and we get together and hear about different topics of ministry and just get to know each other. So some of that. And then I'm also helping Nate and the staff just think through kind of what we're doing digitally. You know, COVID has obviously pushed us online, and we're actually really excited about some of the opportunities that we weren't really thinking about before. And even when we get back to meeting together in person, how we continue an online sort of arm of what we do at Christ Church. So because I've been working at Faith Life over the last couple of years, I've learned a fair amount about digital marketing, and so it's just kind of a great opportunity to share what I've learned and help strategize and bring some great stuff to Christ Church and anyone in Bellingham who's tuning in. So I think that makes up most of what I'll be doing.
Well, Matt, we're so excited to have you as a part of our team this summer. And I'm hoping that you all, even though we're apart, as we get some communion services here at the church, that you get a chance to meet Matt or talk to him. If you don't know him, he's a great guy, and look forward to all being together soon. So God bless.